How do you divide decimals? Well, let's take a look at the problem I have on the whiteboard. 6 48/100 divided by 4/100. You can see that both the divisor and the dividend are decimal numbers. Now you would probably know how to solve this problem if the divisor was a whole number rather than a decimal number. So the way to solve this problem is to actually change this decimal into a whole number. To do that, we're going to multiply the divisor by 100. Multiplying by 100 will move this decimal point 2 places to the right. 4/100 times 100 equals 4. And since we multiply the divisor by 100, we should also multiply the dividend by 100. And that'll move this decimal point to the right 2 places. 6 48/100 times 100 equals 648. So now we can rewrite our division problem as 648 divided by 4. And the answer to this problem is 162. Now, why was I able to do that? Why are we allowed to multiply the divisor and the dividend by the same number? Well, let's take a look at a simpler problem. 8 divided by 2. And we know the answer to that is 4. There are 4 groups of 2 in the number 8. Now, what would happen if we increased the dividend by a factor of 10? Well, 8 times 10 is 80. And let's also increase the divisor by a factor of 10. 10 times 2 is 20. Now the question is, how many groups of 20 are in the number 80? Well, since we increased each number by the same factor, our answer stays the same. There are 4 groups of 20 in the number 80. Well, what if we increased the dividend and the divisor by a factor of 100? Well, then the problem becomes 800 divided by 200. And the answer is still 4. And that is true of any factor I choose to multiply the dividend and the divisor. It doesn't have to be the number 10 or a power of 10, such as 100 or 1,000 or 10,000. We could do it with the number 6. If we increase 8 by a factor of 6, well, 6 times 8 is 48. And now we'll increase the divisor by a factor of 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 48 divided by 12 is again 4. So the answer to our original problem, 6 48/100 divided by 4/100, is the same answer that we got over here. The answer is 162. So whenever you have a division problem and your divisor is a decimal number, change it to a whole number. Multiply by 10 if you just need to move the decimal 1 place. Multiply by 100 if you need to move it 2 places. And just remember, whatever you multiply the divisor by, you must also multiply the dividend by that same number.